How can enterprises in the Middle East effectively leverage sovereign AI to drive growth, foster innovation, and maintain a competitive edge in today's rapidly evolving market?
To build a big data center, usually that requires a massive amount of investment, and usually only countries or investment funds have that money. Enterprises in general, they don't. How can these enterprises tap into this capability of sovereign AI? How they can get the benefit of this infrastructure and the models that the countries will provide, and how that can help them in their day-to-day business?
That's a challenge, absolutely a challenge. But it's the chicken or the egg question. If the country have its own sovereign AI, basically data centers, chips, and everything is settled, the infrastructure is there, and now those kind of data centers and hardware and the infrastructure is local, the enterprise, which is cannot go and buy or build their own data centers, they can use the local resources. So it starts from the government itself, investing in their own local sovereign AI. And then you can talk about the other organization, companies, enterprises, where they can benefit from that instead of relying on those cloud services so they can run their own AI or use the services. They are benefiting as the second line after the establishment of the sovereign AI. And this is one of the byproducts, which is not just only for helping citizens, also for helping companies, because companies need this kind of resources so they can run their own applications, run their own research, run their own product and services. I mean, I'll give you so many examples of how the government is really using this kind of digital services, and it's very important to have it local and to also benefit from the data. We're talking about all the applications when you go to Saudi Arabia, when you go to make Umrah or Hajj, there is an app for that. And that app serves millions of people. And it's working flawlessly. Why? Because the digital infrastructure is good. The same thing with the United Arab Emirates. The services that the government is giving for passport, giving for the government services, is the same thing. It's servicing millions. Establishment of something like this proves to you that the customers can be in millions and nothing will happen to your app or your service. So the enterprises, the organization can benefit from that, and they will feel comfortable because the data is local, the talent is local, the infrastructure is local, so everything within the country itself.
Yes, and I think from a resiliency point of view and service availability also point of view, just great for enterprises because they know where their data lives, and I think they'll be happy to know that they are almost compliant, maybe with a few more steps to do, right? So there are no issues when it comes to the country laws or regulations. And I think the AI cloud itself becomes more of a business enabler for these private sector companies that they want to build their products and services and applications on top of it. You basically give them the infrastructure, you give them the tools, maybe developer tools, and just allow them to use it, which is very important.